Game starts with that. That is going to be an absolute nightmare.
Number 5.
Yeah, it is.
In a time long ago, there lived in the kingdom of Gallowmere a sorcerer named Xerok. This arrogant, pitiless man hated his fellow citizens for their simple and peaceful ways. So he raised an army of demons and set out to take the realm.
Knowing my luck, Susan's already struck me down for
King's
this.
champion, Sir Daniel Fortescue,
Because it's
led
copyright
the
material.
militia in the battle against this unholy horde. Songs are still sung
I hope it's not
of how
going to be
he
the case.
spearheaded the charge
But you never-
deep into the accursed
You
multitude.
never know. I just
How
paused there
demons
because the
fell
door opened on its
before
own,
him
you know.
like wheat before the
I blame
sun.
Susan.
And how at last, though mortally wounded, he
Oh,
destroyed the sorcerer utterly. Fortescue went down in history that day
Yeah,
as the hero of Gallowmere.
of course.
And a
it is.
time of
No, I mean,
peace
so
began,
is it because of
which
Yeah,
was
yeah,
to
it will be.
last for 100 years. And then the sorcerer returned.
Dun dun dun. Now, I can't remember the original game, whether it was done like that or whether it was just a cutscene. I think it was just the cutscene without the text.
Yeah, I think so.
Because there was a huge cutscene showing the Battle of Gallowmere, and then it cuts to Dan in the crypt. Now, the thing is, if this is as good as the Spyro remake, you know I'm going to be streaming this until I fall asleep. Oh, okay, so this is the intro then? The Battle of Gallowmere. They play that twice now. Now the question is this one-to-one? As in, like, the exact, like, as close as you can get to the original. I mean, this looks pretty accurate so far, from what I remember. Oh, if I remember rightly, there's a Tim Curry voice. I could be wrong there. Probably am, but I'll move the microphone here. I love the music for this game. Like the soundtrack was really good in it.
Yep.
A bit like Spyro 1's soundtrack.
It's one of my favourite OSTs.
I'm not sure I remember this bit though. I remember Zavok going out onto a mountain, and then it was the Battle of Gallowmere, and you see Dan get skewered. I don't remember him doing this. I do remember the villages though. The villages were crazy. Like the enemies in this game were always nuts, and I think it's crazy how I think when I watched the behind the scenes for this about a week or two back, the devs were like, yeah, some games now have like maybe 10 enemies in maximum. This game has like 50, and we had to model each one of them. It's like, oh. Okay, I don't remember this bit. Because they never showed the... Oh, from what I remember anyway, they never showed the crypt until Dan's in it.
I think I don't know if they wanted to make extra scenes or not. I'm not sure.
I do like the way they're keeping with the old style of loading screens, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see how accurate this is. I like the little touch of the light there. The problem is, like I said before, it's a test of memory with this, because it's not as familiar as Spyro, because I only played it like a handful of times, as much as possible, trying to complete it, but I never did. Okay, that looks familiar.
No, I was the same. I couldn't really complete it, but I think mine was mainly because I know it crashed halfway when I got to a certain point. But I think
Yours crashed?
Yeah, because I completely scratched on the disc.
Oh, dude!
So I had to Christmas time, I had to get it, so let me get it again, please.
There's the laugh! Remember the laugh. Every time you start it up, he's like... Now the question is, are they doing this out of order and the Battle of Gallowmere is still shown in here, or what? Ah, here we go. Yeah, I think they're doing it differently. It is! I saw instant curry. Can we check that out, Jen? Oh. So it could be curry in the remaster.
I have a feeling you just have wishful thinking.
First thing I'm going to do is see if I can rip Dan's arm off and use it as a weapon like you can.
It has risen again.
Yeah.
Sir Daniel Fortescue. See? The hero of Gallowmere who fell at the first charge. The fog of war and the shrouds of time conspire to turn the arrow fodder into the saviour of the day.
Now the question is, are these the original audio files that they've just put on there, or what?
Let it alone. Fate has given it a second chance. A chance to forget the ignoble truth. A chance to defeat Zarok and live up to the legend. We hopes it does well.
It's interesting that they've taken away... Up until there, they take away the controls from the player, because normally in the original one, you start here, it puts you in this kind of area with a camera angle that's slightly like this, and it just starts you, and then you walk over here and interact with them, so it's a weird choice to move away from that, and I need to just check and make sure this isn't... Game. Yeah. Default invert? Come on.
Well,
Yep, there we go. There's my arm off.
Well, that would be very true to the original, from what I remember. Like I say, they believe...
Is that the mute? Hang on. I'm going to turn it up a little bit.
Apparently, it could be the same voice actor for Dan, but I can't find anything who Zavok could be. It used to be someone called Paul Darren.
You must be out of shape after 100 years lying on your back. Use the crypt to get to grips with your new lease on life.
I love the way he's actually looking at the camera at the same time.
Yeah.
He's like completely rotating his head like Exorcist style. Now remember this because there's like water down here or something?
Yeah.
Throwing daggers, that'll be for later for the stained glass demon.
Some weapons contain powers and abilities beyond the ordinary. Be sure to test every weapon to discover their secondary abilities. Some weapon abilities are immediate, and some may need a bit of time to charge before they realize their full potential.
I can't remember if you need... Hang on, let's... Oh, isn't it you throw... Yeah, you throw 3 of them. So you can do single, which is really fast, or you can do 3 at a time. That really slow walk. There we go. So yeah, I remember the water here that you can... Oh, that jump's slightly delayed. That feels kind of weird. The way that he moves is... I remember the PlayStation version being almost immediate. I don't know whether that was me for a moment though, but that felt weird. No, didn't want to do that. I wanted to use his arms there. So got a copper shield. That one's good for blocking and then throwing. Slowly remembering everything here. It's been many a year.
During your travels through Gallowmere, you will collect many items. To see your items or to use one, review your inventory. In it, you will also find your Book of Gallowmere, which will keep a record of the denizens you've encountered and bestow you with keen insights that only a disembodied voice could provide.
Okay, so here's one for you. We know there was a second game that was kind of, from what I understand, it had like kind of like a London Night at the Museum style theme to it at the beginning.
What, the second Medieval?
Yeah.
I didn't even...
The question is, how well did that do? Because I know of it, but I don't know how well it did.
I never played it.
I'm just...
Well, this is bringing back some happy memories, so...
Because I'm not sure how the second one did. I only ask because there was never a third one, and I'm thinking to myself, why was there never a third one? Yeah.
Any treasure that you find will be added to your coin total. Coins are used to buy items from the greedy merchant gargoyles.
So obviously these books are a new edition. They weren't in the original. I know that for a start. There was a lot of gargoyles, but there was a lack of these. Yeah, so that's obvious hand-holding.
When
the
you're
new
ready
players.
to leave this quest, you'll find an exit at the end of the hall. To unlock the gates, you must find a runestone and place it in the ornate hand set next to the door.
See, now, back when it was originally released, you didn't need to tell somebody to set a rune there. You just grab it, you're like, oh, it's a rune. Then you walk near the door and bang, it puts a rune in the door. So immediately you're just like, oh, okay, I get it now. Rune gets used for doors. I'll have to get different runes to progress.
You can still run over things and collect things. So that's good. Yeah, I know what you mean. I
get annoyed by the obvious hand holding here. Like, this will probably tell you what happened.
Track down Xerox by retracing his diabolical odyssey through Gallowmere. You can spot the exits from an area by looking out for his stinking trail of magic slime.
Yeah. So it just it handholds you a lot.
Well, that's how the game used to be, so...
No, I mean, like, it didn't have that many things that tell you exactly what's going on that way.
Well, it wouldn't have been audio, they would have been just, like, text things.
There we go. With the music. I'm trying to wait for it kicking, because there was a certain music track for the map. This is where Susan gets me now. Oh no. It's not the same that I remember. Huh. I'm not too sure about that. Can't remember whether we have the original in the other room to compare it to.
I believe we do. Let me double check.
Makes me want to just play the original now, because this one, I don't know what happened back with the water in the crypt there, but it definitely made it feel not as responsive as what I remember. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Weird.
No, I did have the same as you. I thought it's not as responsive, but...
Hope it's not like the Crash remake.
The combat was alright.
Yeah. I love that they've still got the severed hands running around. They were always pretty cool. And they've tried to go Nightmare Before Christmas with that hill there. They did say in the original artwork that they tried to reference a lot of that kind of stuff, so... Yeah, so we still got the... we still got the enemies coming up out the floor and the coffins and stuff. The thing that's different, though, is they obviously didn't have the journal in the beginning. I'm not opening that one because too much hand-holding.
Yeah, it kind of made me want to get it out as well. The original.
Basically both 1 and 2 were praised, but also criticised because of sloppy controls and the level design. Then the third one, which was the first one, and the PSP.
Yeah.
It just didn't translate well, and that's when it sort of went.
I hardly remember the remake for the PSP. So they've remade it once before and then decided we'll try and make it more faithful.
But Medieval 2 did win best console game in 2000.
I didn't know they made one for the PSP.
Yeah, I've seen it in a bunch of stores. They made it, but like Jen said, it didn't seem as well received.
Apparently, yeah, it's from frame rate drops.
Oh, that's not good then.
Well, the thing I noticed with a lot of PSP games, games like this and Destiny, I think they weren't very comfortable to play.
Yeah.
I think that might be because of the PSP design, but they're on the computer because the buttons are a bit better laid out. They would have done well, but that was sometime in the future.
Ah! There we go, I was trying to remember. I was just about to say, I remember the sword having a spin attack, and the next minute it's like, yeah, there we go. I remember the health wells as the I don't know whether that's what they're called, but oh, I saw that frame drop there for a moment. I do remember combat being really fun in this because you can just go up to people and hack and slash them.
Just got spinning attack as well.
Don't remember the zombies having a lunge as the default attack, although I could be wrong. Like I said, it's a case of testing your memory and what you remember of it. That you had to move in the center, but before we do that, because I want to collect all the souls to fill the chalice. Just gonna explore here. I don't remember that door. I do like seeing this from a different perspective though, because from what I remember, it was always kind of this kind of perspective for Dan in the original. Do love the way the spin attack's just as effective. Hi, which games? This one's Medieval. The ones we were on about before were Medieval 1 and 2 and the remake for PSP. There we go, the chalice can now be collected. Excuse me. That was one thing that I always liked doing when I played this originally, was going and collecting all the souls for the chalices just so you can open the Hall of Heroes and get the special stuff, because you always got teased by all the items that you could see in the Hall of Heroes. It's like, well, where do I have to collect these souls? Okay, so we can't go through there yet, but we can open up the chalice there. Can't remember how we actually get in the Hall of Heroes. I'm assuming it's just complete the level or something. Yeah, we have the original.
Not the second one, just the first one.
That's good. Not sure about the music. The music seems to be pretty absent. You can't. It's like I remember the original kind of having the same motifs as Spyro. You know, so it had this. I remember the original having that sort of grandiose sort of background theme, but it being a little bit more involved, or at least feeling like it was a little bit more there in the combat. Now I think that is literally just to open the chalice area. So, oh no, wait. I'm trying to remember how this all worked. Oh. Like this bit now, I remember it having a lot more of that in it than just sort of the calm bits to it. I know they've remastered it, but...
Well, just because of the area and stuff going on, so when more stuff happens,
maybe. Like, I'm not trying to go hard on it, I'm just remembering certain things and being like, huh, I wonder why they've changed this. Throwing daggers, nice, but we'll cancel that out for a little bit and keep our money. Now there was a load of them around here. There we go. Do love the way you can do that with the sword. So good. If I remember rightly, the demo for the original PlayStation 1, back when it was released, went up to the stained glass demon. I can't remember. I think it's like you got to the stained glass demon, it teased its reveal, and then it just turned around and went, nope, buy the full game.
Yeah, I think that was it, yeah.
Because I remember coming through here and being like, oh, this is cool. Nope. I do like the presentation of it. It's really nice to look at. And it does seem to resemble the original level layout at the moment. The obvious little details included. I can't remember what was going on with this. It's kind of weird how Dan just comes to a stop there, but I'm sure in the original that was like dry and not full up of water, so I'm assuming if I go down there I'll end up dead.
Tread softly. Zarok awaits beyond these gates. The master meets with the demon from the mausoleum.
Yeah, there we go.
Hatching plots of purest evil.
Hey, Cryozen!
Nobodies would be wise to make themselves scarce.
Yeah, so this is where we'll hopefully. No! No! The demo teases that and then ends there.
that is short.
I think there's another chest. You know, when you first start.
Yeah.
There's like a secret chest what you can open.
Jen, you take it from here. See what you think.
What you can unlock for the full game. I think that I was mentioning it earlier.
It's like a helmet or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
See how you do, Jen. You played the original, didn't you?
Played the demo.
You played the demo. You never played the full game.
Didn't know that. You never asked me this question before, dude.
Skip everything again. So you've never played it?
It's so good.
I only played the demo.
It's awesome.
Stoo, we have another problem.
I don't know what the problem is there.
The problem is you never played the game?
I was going to say I'm thinking nobody already.
Yeah, we've already got it. I had to get it on the original after the copy that I had. I think I give that one away. I think it was in the collection of stuff that I gave to Bob ages ago. Because all the stuff that I ran on my console that you get off your uncle's friend, as it were. I think I've told that story before, but
I'll skip that.
that console, because I couldn't use those games anymore because I've got a different console now. I think I give all of those games away.
Yeah, because I remember playing this because I thought, this is all, and then there was
It
Nightmare
has
Creatures
risen
as well, which I
again.
kinda liked.
Nightmare
Sir
Creatures was good.
Daniel Fortescue.
That and
See?
Death Trap Dungeon.
The hero of
Because they were more or less the
Gallowmere
same
who
thing.
fell at the first charge.
If I remember rightly.
The fog
The Death Trap
of
Dungeon was very
war
similar.
And the shrouds of time conspire to turn the arrow fodder into the saviour of the day. But we knows better. Let it alone. Fate has given it a second chance.
I swear that's the original
Chance to
audio.
forget
I've heard the I've heard the original audio
Chance
so
to
much. It's
face
just like you can
Live
tell.
up to the legend. We hope
Do you like the way they made his
as
horns
well.
glow at the bottom though, or the base?
Yeah.
Makes it sound like he or makes it look as if he's like a jack-o'-lantern or something.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the helmet. Oh, and now the broadcast stopped because of it.
Has it stopped?
Yeah. Download Dan's helmet.
So you can download it for...
Download the helmet.
What?
Just download it, then we'll go back to the game. There we go. Okay, done. Bye. Let's go back to the game. There we go. So it brought up the PS Store. Wait, they remade Medieval, says Rumia. Yeah, they've been remaking it for a while. I've been keeping my eye on it because it's one of my my favorite PS1 games. Those are just the hand-holding things, Jen.
I know, it just said to do the whole thing.
It's cool. Yeah, like my three main games that like platformer games that I played on PS1, like non-stop, like loads, were Crash 3, Spyro 1, and Medieval.
It was Medieval Remastered.
Because I got most of them after they'd already been released. So it was like, with Crash, I played like the first one round of friends, and then didn't really interact with the second one apart from the demo, and then played the demo, the third one, and thought I'm gonna have that. And the third one, thank God, is like the easiest one out of all of them compared to the standard difficulty on Crash 1. So I really enjoyed that, and I've never gone back to any of the other Crash games since. Spyro, love Spyro 1, played Spyro 2 and 3, but it's like I still love Spyro 1 the most. Medieval was one of the ones where I loved it, but I never completed it. Because like I said before, I got to the pirate ship and then could never beat the boss. What are you doing, Jen? Oh, you're going to the graveyard. It was this in Jersey Devil, says Rumia, I loved back then. How did you get the demo, Moody? I've checked it out. It doesn't seem to be available in the US, says Adrian. Ooh, interesting. This is on my British account, so it might be that it's getting slowly released everywhere else. Because like Stoo came around today, like he normally does, and just turned around and went, dude, the demo for Medieval's out. And I was like, wait, what? I've been looking around for this for a while. He's like, yeah, there's an early demo. So sure enough, we hopped on it. I've already done my playthrough and give my take, and now it's Jen's take on it. Yeah, I love the little hands that run round, the severed hands.
Hello.
Just reminds me of Thing off Adam's Family.
Yeah.
Except less. Thing was less gory. From what I remember. Yeah, we read all the books. I do like the way they've gone for that whole Nightmare Before Christmas theme though. It's cool. It showed in the original artwork, and obviously they just wanted to make it more apparent in this. Oh, I like that as well. You can see the I wasn't paying too much attention to it the first time, but you can actually see the mausoleum in the background, which has the stained glass window which the demon comes from. Kind of upset that it isn't the same length as the original demo, though. This makes me want to go back and play the original demo, or even the original game.
Yeah, the original demo was... I know it wasn't extremely long, but it wasn't long enough for you to enjoy it for about an hour, like a couple of hours, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I like about old demos, is that they always give you quite a huge chunk of the game, like a level or two, so that you... And most of the time it was one where... It was like you could do the level however you wanted normally.
Yeah.
So you would spend like hours just playing the demo and then be like, okay, I want to get the actual game now.
Well, you can always play it, but you can also finish Dino Crisis.
Yeah, I do need to finish Dino Crisis.
Do Dino Crisis, play the original, and then see where this comes out.
Oh god. EU flexing, says Rumia. Do you like the presentation on this though? What do you think about the combat so far, Jen?
It sounds like it feels like a PlayStation.
I thought you did say it feels like a PlayStation then. Oh, you were taking a lot of damage there without doing the spin. Go stand in the health portal or whatever it is. A well of ghostly energy. But at least it looks like it. See, now that's what I remember more about the music. It should be more like that all the time. That's what I was saying before. I remember it being more like that than the calmer bits. So I'm wondering if you were right, Jen, and they have made it more dynamic because you were in combat when it did that.
Yeah.
Can't get the chalice yet. Has to be full up with enemy kills.
And then I'll come back.
Really, speaking of ancient PS1 games, do you remember Assault Rigs? Was that... I'm trying to remember now. Was that the one with the tanks that can be customized? Or am I thinking of something else?
The name rings
It's very familiar, the name of it. I know there was one game, I can't remember which, it might be on PlayStation, but there was one where it was like tanks that you can customize. Like you can add weapons onto them, Vigilante 8 style, it was weird. Yeah, custom tanks, I was right. I'm good with some of the, remembering some of the old stuff. I played a lot of PS1 games.
No,
Thank you to my uncle's friend for that. That's always a joke.
because I remember at Christmas I couldn't stop playing this and playing
Worms World Party was amazing. I remember the demo for that, using the Super Sheep on everything.
Super Sheep was the best.
Jen's trying to find out the, is that...
Yeah.
Did that just...
What?
Did that just Dead Space lead you over here? The whole hand map thing from Dead Space. Did that just...
It did fairy spikes.
Hey,
Is that for the chalice? Or was that for going that way?
what if you just stand idle and said, go this way?
That's... not so sure about that one either.
Okay, let me just stand around for a moment then.
And what if you just
I think it's...
little dance?
The thing is... I'm starting, because of the way games are nowadays, I'm starting to hate the hand holding. So it's like with that kind of thing, I can't remember whether it did actually lead you back in the original or not, because it would make sense to find your way back to where the chalice is, so then you can go collect the weapons from the Hall of Heroes.
I think it probably is connected to the chalice more than go this way.
He's a madman running around with the sword out. Yeah, open that with that. Trying to get into different areas. That's what I was trying to figure out before.
Yeah. Unless you can go around the rest.
I remember with this, it's always like
There you go.
it's always like a switch or something else, or just the ability to jump.
These two are on the same wavelength.
Nice. What?
That usual Joe.
Oh.
You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to get like I've got all the GameCube demo discs out here. I'm gonna have to like put some on and we'll have a laugh and go through them. Because I said I was gonna do that on stream one time and see what people said. I've got E3 2003 or 4 on there when they did Star Fox Assault.
That's just
Nintendo.
That's just something about that. Just looking at that then. I didn't even know you had them out. Nice.
because I've been playing Gotcha Force recently.
Not going further back, but
I love the way
I can't give me any more money.
he's trying to eat all your money. Rum, 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 rum.
Who's happy?
Completely annihilated them. I'm trying to take in all these little details. I like the way that the trees are like crooked and, you know, because you're in the, it's like a riverbank or something, but it's been dried up. I love the way you can see the trees are crooked either side. Really cool. When Jen's not moving the camera around as if it's at light speed.
Oh, damn it!
Don't try to escape the level boundary, Jen. It's not that type of game.
No. Just so you get to see again, and I get to. You get to look at your nice environment. Look at it. It's so tempting. It's like, hey, you know you could make it.
Laugh if they've actually left a hole in the level somewhere.
Oh, damn it, that was very good. Just because you wanted to know.
oh yeah.
Yeah, he does. Wait, what? Oh, yes, because you've got the health potions. Or life bottles.
So there you go. So that is what happened.
So yeah, I think that is different.
Because you know, skeletons drown.
Tread softly.
I don't even.
Zarek awaits beyond the...
It's a shame that, well, I know it's in the title, short-lived, but...
You played it at home, haven't you, Steve?
Well,
I'm just going to go back through this again.
no, it's still fun.
Yeah, I do like it. It's making me want to play the original now to compare.
In a time
That's the only problem.
And I think it depends as well after you play the original how you're gonna feel about this again.
Remember these loading screens? Sat through so many of them, death after death after death, trying to get all the chalice souls collected. Sat around in levels for like a ridiculously stupid amount of time trying to figure out where everything was. Wasn't one of the bosses a pumpkin or something? Or am I thinking of the behind the scenes from the demo? There's like one demo disc that showed you the behind the scenes of the offices. I think it might have been a cut boss, I'm not sure. Gonna do it again for a laugh. I do like it. Speedrun, no.
A minute later,
Just run in. I wonder if you can do the entire thing with just your arm. Because I never actually checked to see about some of this other bits. Right, let's just. All we need is the rune, really. Hee. Yeah.
no potions, no sword, no shield, just an arm.
Just me and my arm. Because I always remember when you ran out of like copper shield or anything like that. On the original one, there was, I can't remember whether there was like like some sort of way that you would run out of the weapon that you were using and then you'd have to switch to something else. I can't remember whether that was a thing, but I think I distinctly remember by accident switching to my arm multiple times and then being like, oops.
Looks like you can run out of throwing daggers and stuff, so maybe the...
You can run out of the throwing daggers and your shield can lose its armor, so eventually it'll wear off and you'll have to pick up another one.
I think they might have something like that for the sword.
Possibly. I'm trying to... Oh, nice. You can actually do that E3 panning shot that I love so much.
Immersive.
Wait a minute. Wasn't that supposed to be where the crypt was? If that's supposed to be where the crypt was, then why does it look like it's a village? Oh no, because we moved, didn't we? We moved from the crypt, went down, and then came up again on the map. Let's try. Ah, so if you press down, then you can... I mean, it said that to me before, but I was being pretty ignorant. So there's the new stuff. Morton the earthworm. Wait, oh yeah, because that's the earthworm that lives inside Dan's eye.
Happy.
And then the information gargoyle.
Well, because that's when was this game released and on what system?
The original version of this game was released on the PlayStation 1. The original game, I'm gonna say
1998.
97, 98?
Something like that.
Why is my PlayStation screaming here?
And when would the second one be out?
Second one, 99, 2000, probably, roughly. From what you said before, anyway.
Well, you were right. So, Medieval what?
What, 97? Or 98?
98. 2000. The second one.
Ooh. Interesting.
And this is only the demo for the remake that we're playing at the moment.
The arm doesn't have a, Oh! Wait a minute.
Is it more... Oh, that's good.
There's a boomerang feature? I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
Then again, I hardly use the arm after you get the sword, so that's probably why.
Yes, the 25th this one's coming out on.
25th of October for this one. Oh! Come on, go on, go on.
Not to get close to Halloween without actually being Halloween.
I'm trying to throw it in there, but it's a little bit more awkward when you don't have your main weapon.
I think it's kind of a nice thing as well, because the original came out on the 1st of October.
Oh, nice. So they've tried to get it close to an October release to kind of honour the original.
Right.
It would have been cursed if it was the first as well, but I'd rather they take the time.
I love the way I'm beating the living daylights out of zombies with my arm here.
I love how he just leaves away clearly stuff.
I love the lighting on the healing well here. Rune needed. Means I need to go find where it was. There it is. By the way, they hide it just behind there. You just walk straight past it originally, and then next minute it's like, oh, it's there. So by default, when you hold left trigger down, that's when you're able to do this kind of close-up camera. What?
It didn't even try.
It's fine. No. Can you just... I love the way, because Dan is completely decrepit in this game. It's just... He's just dust. He's just beating him to death and there's just dust going everywhere. Can I get in there? There we go. Something going on with the collision there. I shall take that. This is one of those games as well where when you originally played it you could see other things in the distance but you couldn't get them, and then you could come back later on and get stuff. It was really cool that way. I need this item to get over there. Okay, looks like it comes back for later on, or you need a certain weapon to do something. I don't know whether I'm actually going to survive this with just my arm, but I'll try. Now I can't remember whether those actually run out or not. Oh, I think it might have. Yeah, it's run out, I think. No, wait, I've got 300 health. trying to wait till he gets back up here. Oh no, it hasn't run out yet. Interesting. What?
Dan's head at the top.
Oh yeah.
When you're attacking and stuff, he kind of pulling his face.
Looks like maybe when he's locked on.
And then afterwards
he's kind of chill.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, it's whenever it's locked onto an enemy, whenever he sees one and it locks on, that's when he kind of starts frowning because he's like, "Nah, I don't like this."
He's got a little Doom guy face now.
Wait a minute, why am I doing that? I can just go. Come here. Now that they're both open. I wonder what this door is, because we've not opened this one yet. Let's...
The living world lies beyond these skull gates. The master of the hilltop mausoleum, the stained glass demon, has possession
there we go.
of the skull key.
I don't remember that. I honestly don't remember that.
Hey, you know that lost you want to fight.
Yeah, you need the skull key, but you need to,
Buy the game!
you need to buy the game! How can he have a heartbeat? He's dead. The whole point of the character was he's dead. You play as a dead guy. I can dream, Harold. Probably they just put it there as a way of signifying when the player's on low health. Problem is, I need more health, so I'm gonna have to go back to the health portal. Not too sure. Oh, yeah, there we go. They do run out eventually. I was trying to remember whether they do or don't, so that's accurate from what I remember. Or for vaguely what I remember, I should say. Because that would contradict where just everyone's like, I can't remember this. Oh, I remember this. I remember little bits of it here and there. Hi guys, can we just... Nope. Oh! Don't they come up here as well? Yep, there they are. Can I just... No. Ah! Trying to deal with the shop so I can get the throwing daggers and the zombies are like, nope.
Dave.
This is fine.
Dave.
This is fine. Can I have throwing daggers, please?
Just whispering sweet nothings into your ear.
Totally fine. It's free real estate. They can't get me if I spend all my money on throwing daggers and then just stay here. Totally fine. Well, let's... Oh, no, let's... Where's my throwing daggers? Oh, I can see. Set as primary, set as secondary. That's probably why I was flipping between them in the original. Oh, no. Can we just... No. Hi. You really need the throwing daggers for the stained glass demon as well in the mausoleum. I remember that. One of the first things you do is make sure you don't run out of daggers. Did I just home in on somebody over there? Wait, what? Oh, it looked like it could get him, but... Oh, whoa. I love the way he does that really cool flip thing with his hand when he's throwing them or getting ready to throw 3 of them. Hang on. Just watch his right hand for a moment. Right? Zombie there. Tosses it up and then turns it into 3 and then throw... Oh, that looked like it impaled him in the head. We get that one? No. Do you love the lighting effect when you get in health back though? So cool. Oh. Get all that health back and then next minute, nope. I swear this bit didn't have water in the original. I mean, it doesn't ruin it, it's just weird. It's got me going backwards and forwards in my head here going, wait a minute, I don't remember this. Possibly. Maybe they decided to change the design afterwards, I don't know. They got the ability to shield and run at the same time. Let's try to see if I can pick that dagger up there again, but I don't think I can. Once they're out, that's it. Of course, you can't use the camera angle at this point in time. Can I use it here? Yeah, you can see the... Oh! We can see the mausoleum from over here. I like the clouds. The clouds are like really billowing there.
Oh yeah, I'm not even noticed. Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Do that E3 pan shot. The texture repeats itself halfway around. You can tell I've just noticed the same... Oh no, wait. Does that move or... Yeah, the texture repeats itself and rotates. Like the sun there as well. Oh yeah. You actually just see the trees moving in the wind as well. You like with everything else. Like even the trees in the background move in the wind. Cool that. Like all those little details. And then we go forward and go buy the game.
No more game for you.
Right guys, hope you've enjoyed that small preview. It's been fun and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.